Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, and reality TV. Before we begin, be sure to hit like on this video. It's an easy, free way of supporting the channel. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. As I said before, you're getting daily and consistent hot topics. Didn't expect to be coming live at this hour, right before Monday when we heading back to work. I apologize. I know some of you guys have to go to work and school tomorrow. But I also realize you want to talk about this conversation. We have to talk about some Real Housewives of Atlanta news. A lot of news. What happened? I literally went live earlier today. If you missed that live, you missed a lot. We had a Sunday Fun Day brunch hour. Well, it was actually 2 hours where we were talking about Nene Leakes' interview with Hollywood Unlocked. If you missed that, mods, if you can post a link to that earlier session in the chat, that would be great. I also will be posting it in the description of this video. Hold on, let me take a sip. I just made some green tea with some ginger in it. Lord have mercy. And I'm sweating because it's burning up with this tea. No, it's burning up in New York. It's burning up around the country from what we hear. Whew, all right. Okay, let me see. Shout out to everyone that's already in the chat. Appreciate everyone being here at the last minute. So more information about the Real Housewives of Atlanta's new season is coming out. As I said to you before, they are supposed to start filming this month. And from what we're hearing, contracts are set to be sent out this week. And as always, we will be citing our sources. Shout out to Tamara Tattles. We'll get into the story in just a second. But we have to get into one of the storylines that we were hoping for the next season. And it has to be Portia. Well, it appears as if Portia's fiance, Falynn's soon-to-be ex-husband, is dropping receipts on Falynn. Oh, my gosh. You know, a lot of people associate Simon with Peter because he's with the mess. He's with the mess. So, as you know, our boy Up and Adam has an exclusive interview with Falynn Gobadia this Thursday. If you have not checked out the trailer, be sure. Okay, you know what? Let's show some love to our boy Up and Adam. I'm going to play the trailer just in case you guys have been under a rock. If you've been under a rock, let's play this trailer again. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my stuff out. I didn't plan to play this, so it's going to take. Okay, first of all, whoop, sorry, these things are moving. First of all, thank you, Patricia, so much for the super sticker. I'm glad I have the chat open because I love looking at the super stickers. On StreamYard, you can't really see them, so I'm looking at the chat on YouTube. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Queen, where have you been? I feel like I haven't seen this name in forever. Thank you so much for the super chat. Queen says this, hurry up and spill the tea. Plus, I want it raw. I can't with y'all. Y'all make me laugh, though. Thank you, Mapalo. Hope I pronounced that correctly. Mumba. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I love seeing it. Okay. All right. Let's get into this information. Oops. This thing keeps coming up. There we go. Thank you again. All right, let's get into this because I know you guys are waiting. So let's play the trailer. As I said to you before, Up and Adam here on YouTube has an exclusive interview with Falynn Gobadia this Thursday. He dropped the trailer this past Thursday, and the internets have been on fire ever since, including Simon Gobadia. Simon Gobadia posted a picture of his wife he posted not a picture. He posted the entire trailer. Thanks, Simon. That's great for Adam. But he also posted a caption. But let's just look at the trailer first. Look, we'll get into the trailer first. And then, I like to show y'all all the information. Look, to kind of give you some backstory. Hold on. I'm losing my screen here. Hold on. I literally jumped in I did my research on this story. I jumped in the shower. I jumped out of the shower. And here we are. If you're not following my boy Up and Adam on Instagram, please go follow him. All right, hold on, y'all.
Fans were speculating that he may have been cheating on Simon.
Simon doesn't get caught unless Simon wants to be caught.
He convinced you to join the show, and now he's engaged. to another one of the cast members.
God, the balls on it.
You had this woman in your home. She met your family. She swam in your pool. Do you resent that?
I meant what I said. And I took my vows. It hurts. It hurts like hell. I love hard. I love really hard.
I am so here for the drama. I am here for the dramatic music and the pounding of the heart. That was Falynn Go Body. Shout out TikTok. Head on over to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. That's way I'll be able to see your comments, but you can still, of course, watch here while we spill this tea. Let me take a little sip. Okay. So as I said to you before, the exclusive interview with Up and Adam and Falynn Go Body will be available this Thursday on Up and Adam's YouTube channel. So be sure to subscribe. So after this was released, of course, the internet was ablaze. No one knew this was happening. I told y'all the day before. Y'all didn't want to believe me. Look, I'm hot, y'all. Look, y'all see the sweat? All right, all these lights, studio lights. Okay. So let's get into Simon and the mess. So Simon's still celebrating his birthday. They're sharing, look, Shamia and Portia and Simon, they're doing a whole couples thing on social media. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Did he take the interview down? Yeah, he did. I don't see it anymore. He must have took it down. Well, he didn't take down this though. Let's get into his receipts. As he said before, he said he had receipts on Falynn Go Body being a cheating wife. Okay, so not too long ago, 2 hours ago, Simon decided to post his receipts on Falynn allegedly cheating on him. Look, we can decipher if this is really cheating or if this is speculation, but we can get into that. Hold on one second. Let me share my screen. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. All right. So this is Simon's page. All right. Let me take myself out of this so you guys can see this. All right. So Simon posted this about 2 hours ago. I'm glad I took some screen caps just in case he decided to delete like he did the previous thing. But maybe his promotion of the Adam's video was a little too much. But anyways, he did say this is the face of a cheating wife. Okay, Simon. Simon is so petty. Okay. But that's what we like in our Real House husbands. Pettiness. Don't y'all miss Peter Thomas? Anyways. Simon captioned this photo. Everyone can see it. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Look, we didn't waste any time. We got into this tea. I'm so glad you guys were on time. Okay? Simon posted this in the caption. We're going to go through the photos in a second. Let me just read the caption though, because Simon is petty. He says this: when I say I have receipts of a cheating wife, this is what it looks like. When Jaylyn Duckworth, aka Jalen Banks, comes to my home on different days to sleep with my wife while I'm out of town in Miami. Wait for the video showing him coming back to my home at the end of the night out, trying to avoid front door cameras. The dumb Fs forgot the security cameras cover 360-degree view of the property. You cannot come on the property without being noticed by security cameras. Shaking my damn head. There are more receipts if needed. Mind you, this is interesting timing, y'all. Of course, as you know, this interview with Falynn Go Body will be dropping this Thursday. So of course, he's playing along with this narrative and he's dropping receipts. Don't be surprised if we see more receipts in the next coming days. I need to make sure I get some naps in, because I expect Simon to be messy. Everyone on TikTok, Kempire Daily on YouTube. Head on over there. There's a link in my bio on here. Okay. That's the last time I'm going to say it. Head on over there if you want to see what I'm showing. So Furthermore, in the caption, Simon says this: tell me how many husbands or wives should tolerate this type of behavior from their spouse. I filed for divorce a second time after this video. So you remember Simon filed for divorce in early January of this year, and then he withdrew it, and then he filed for divorce again. So he's saying I filed for divorce a second time after this video. She got a baby to prove that she was actively cheating. He keeps saying that she was pregnant because you remember in the last post that he did, he said that she was pregnant by Jalen, allegedly. Let me take a sip. Let's take a look at these photos. So this is allegedly Jalen. Okay. More of Jalen. And this was taken on February 15th, the day after Valentine's Day. Are you kidding me? I'm starting to believe these stories though, Falynn, because that's usually when you see your jump off, the day after Valentine's Day. I'm a mess. More of Jalen. I don't know, y'all. Falynn, if you're going to cheat, allegedly, this is who you're going to cheat with? All right. If you love it, I love it. All right. So this is the video footage. It's going to be hard for you guys to see, but watch closely. They're entering the gate. I'm going to narrate. They're entering the gate. Falynn is on the right. Jalen allegedly is on the left. You see Jalen's going to the far side. I don't know if he's about to throw some garbage out or if he's trying to avoid cameras. Falynn is walking in. You can see she got that strut going. They must have had an Uber or something, maybe a night out. It looks like it was raining. Let's look at it again. Let's look at it again. Okay, they're walking through the gate. This is this is the kingdom. You see a male gentleman going off to the left. We see Falynn walking. Allegedly, this is Falynn. I'm assuming this is Falynn. Looks like a female walking in high heels to the entrance. I'm still not sure what this proves, though. Is he trying to avoid the cameras because of other reasons? Maybe Simon doesn't like him. Maybe Simon doesn't like people in his house when he's not there. I mean, I'm not sure what this proves. I will be posting the link for you guys to call and weigh in. So that was a receipt that Simon Gobadia dropped. As I said to you before, an exclusive interview with Falynn Gobadia will be available on Up and Adam's YouTube channel. I'll post the link. Mods, if we can post a link to Up and Adam's YouTube channel in the chat so people can subscribe and turn on that notification bell. Oh, damn. Wait, hold on. Wait, I missed it. Wait, plot twist. Shantae says, Simon mad because he wanted Jalen. I mean, anything's possible. But I don't want to hate on Jalen, but you guys know we covered this story earlier this week. Jalen posted on his social media tagging Simon and Falynn. This was before the whole fallout, saying, thank you for taking me on this trip. They've traveled with this man. He has since edited that photo and taking out those tags. Uh-oh. Someone just told me he posted another video. Let me refresh. No, this is the same. Okay. I thought I was missing. You guys, I just want to make sure that I didn't miss something. I look, all right. Okay. So that's the latest on Simon Gobadia and this saga. As I said to you before, we will be following Simon Gobadia's movements this week because I feel like he has more. I honestly feel like this petty man has a lot more. So let's get into this other news that we have. Hold on, y'all. Let's get into this other news that we have. Let me close this out. I have way too many screens open. All right, let's get into casting news. As I said to you before, The Real Housewives of Atlanta is set to start filming this month. It's been up in the air. We reported on a cast shakeup. Based on what we're hearing, LaToya Forever doesn't look like she's coming back. Doesn't look like it. Because even in this latest news, there's really no mention of her possibly even coming back. But Tamara Tattles has an exclusive in regards to the cast. Contracts. Okay, let's look. Let me read directly from the source. So there was a, quote, spirited discussion on Friday about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. The suits were on different pages on its evolution. Some believe that the Bolo story turned away a big part of the viewer base that will not tune back in under any circumstances. The data suggests that the attempts to skew younger by adding Drew and LaToya helped, but not to what they were expecting. So this is just a reminder, y'all. They don't just listen to what the blogs are saying or what the fans are saying. They actually do metrics on exactly what people are saying and feeling and who's watching. So they take that into account in regards to who needs to stay on the show and who does not need to stay on the show. Sort of like a focus group. But we are also hearing that the most controversial discussion, Kandi and Cynthia's contributions to the show, a major contention that the two senior cast members carried little to no weight on the show for season 13. This isn't a discussion about axing either of them, really. It's more about their value this late in the series run. Also, you remember we reported that possibly Sheree or Phaedra might be making an appearance back on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So according to Tamara Tattles and her sources, the most viable thing to come out of this long discussion is that women who are introduced to the show going forward have to be connected to the rest of the group in real life, something that we've all been saying multiple times. That seems to work better than trying to introduce someone like LaToya into a group. Okay. So for the fans hoping for Sheree Whitfield and Phaedra Parks to return, according to the suits, meaning the executives over at Bravo, that is more authentic and viable than casting a stranger off the street and expecting them to get with the program in a mere matter of a few weeks, when the first few episodes are locked in post-production. However, two new possible women are on the radar. Two new possible women are on the radar for the casting team with no connections to the cast. So they're still playing with this idea of adding new blood to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I'll say this, I'm open to new blood, but make it make sense. Please make it make sense. Thank you so much, Robin, for the super chat. Been cheated on, don't need to see rolling around in bedroom to know been cheated on. He went to my family acting like a victim. It was then I defended myself and spilled all the tea. I just did not do it via social media. Well, Robin, thank you for spilling your own tea. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Damn. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Look, I see y'all sending me stuff to look at. Hold on. Let me see. If you're just joining us, we have almost 400 people in the chat. Like this video if you haven't liked it already. Hold on, y'all. Okay. All right. Oh, Lord. So, according to the Shade Room, the man accused of being Falynn Gobadia's side dude flat out denies he and Falynn had a romantic relationship. Oh, Lord, this is getting messy on social media. All right, let me show you. Let me share my screen again. All right, let's watch it. We're watching breaking news together, y'all. Hold on. All right. Oh, Lord. So, according to the Shade Room, the man who Simon Gobadia alleges has been sleeping with his estranged wife, Falynn Gobadia, is speaking out after Simon dropped some receipts today accusing the pair of cheating. Jalen Banks exclusively spoke to the Shade Room to not only deny their alleged romantic relationship, but he says he's tired of being quiet about the situation. If you recall, Simon made some inflammatory allegations earlier this week when he claimed Falynn has been cheating with Jalen and is pregnant by him. Simon also alleged that Falyn's cheating is the reason why he divorced her. Today, Simon, of course, posted video alleging this, but this is what Jalen said. Jalen says that Simon was comfortable with him being around Falynn even late at night. So let's look at these text messages. Hey, Jalen, is Falynn with you? This is from Simon. She left the St. Regis an hour ago and has not responded to my calls or that of Jennifer. Yes, she told me to meet her. Everything okay? Have you? Oh, he said okay. Everything okay? Have you seen her? Yes, just met up with her. I told her to look at her phone. Just heard from her. As long as she's alive and not being kidnapped, that's all that really matters. Okay, she's fine. Okay, these are weird conversations. Y'all. All right. Thank you so much, guys, in the chat for letting me know that tea. Okay. Oh, wait. Let me get to this. Melinda, thank you so much for the super chat. I have nothing to say. I can't spill tea if the kettle is empty. Thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, goodness. This is a mess. Hold on. Let me take a sip. Let me get back into this casting drama. So as I said to you before, there was a big meeting, a spirited meeting about what they would like to do with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Look, do not not believe, if that's what it is. No, what you should believe is that the producers do understand that the ratings were not that great last year, that the fans were not happy with the season 13 of Atlanta, so they are trying to do something. What we're hearing, though, according to this exclusive, is that they are not necessarily looking to shake up the cast the way that we need them to, but possibly bring back people that we know and love and that have true connection with the cast. Doesn't mean that these people that are coming back will actually be full-time housewives. They may just be friends of, blah, 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 blah. Okay, let me get back into this situation. They still expect pickups to go out this week. Standard practice from the network. All pickup notices are drafted, and then it will be decided which ones actually make it to the email inbox and mailboxes of the cast and their attorney of record at decision time. But for those that are wondering about, who is secure, in getting a peach next season? Well, can you guys guess in the comment section who you think is the most secure housewife to come back next season? Let me know in the comments. Who do you think is the most secure housewife to come back next season? I'm seeing, oh, wow, I saw a Candy. I didn't expect the Candy. I see Kenya and Portia. Portia, Drew, Kenya. I didn't expect to see Drew either. Come on, y'all. Don't call. No name calling. Just say their government. Well, according to this exclusive in order of importance and security, Portia is number one. But coming in at number two is Kenya. Kenya is definitely going to be more than likely asked back. Portia and Kenya are the queens, I guess, of the Real Housewives of Atlanta right now. Drew comes in third in the level of importance. But remember, there's not that many housewives. Remember, we're dealing with 5. So calm down. Don't be very upset. They're saying Drew, but it could be because Drew's younger. They're looking for a younger audience. I don't know. Why won't the networks just lean into their age base? I know my age base is when I look at my analytics, my age base is not that young. It's pretty much older. It's like 25 and up. I'm okay with that. Y'all are loyal as hell. All right. So, okay, let me just get back into this. Cynthia and then Candy. I was actually shocked at the Candy being last. Marlo and Shamia will most likely get pickups as friend ofs. We assumed that was happening. And I still think the reason why Marlo started that drama with Portia and became friends with Kenya was to secure her spot on the show. If you missed our live earlier today, we talked about Nene saying that Marlo doesn't need a peach. She's already giving what she has to the show. Okay, and it still looks like LaToya Ali is out, and of course, no one is extending anything to Tanya Sam because of her abrupt departure last year. Pickups are expected to go out June 7th, tomorrow or shortly thereafter. Those contracts, y'all. Just taking a sip. But let's get into this whole Candy and Cynthia situation. So according to Tamara Tattle's exclusive source, it says it will either be Cynthia or Candy that might not get a pickup. Candy at least has a lot going on in her career. As we all know, she's on The Chi. She has multiple businesses. Look, Candy doesn't need the show. And she has a new show coming out on Bravo tentatively called The OG Project. Okay? Cynthia, as you all say, contributes nothing. You call her boring, whatever it may be, but there's still an authenticity there. She gets along with all the ladies. Well, not all the ladies. Her and Portia got a little something going on. I need to see that play out. We need Cynthia to come back on the show because I need to see how this will play out. Okay? And a reminder in regards to Falynn. I know a lot of you want Falynn to come on the show. We're hearing that Falynn, Simon, and the Portia situation more than likely will not play out the season. And if it does, they will have to pay Portia more money. Reportedly. In regards to Falynn, a lot of people wonder why Falynn was not at the reunion. A reminder, we said this before, Falynn really, she wasn't a friend of, she wasn't a contracted friend of the show. She just signed a release for her to be on the show. Her and Simon signed a release, reportedly, just to be on the show. Okay, so she wasn't paid to be on the show. So as I said to you before, in regards to Portia and Simon and that story playing out on the show, we're not 100% sure that that's going to actually play out on the show. They are still shooting her 3-part spinoff. Not sure what that will cover because as you may recall, we reported that that was not a guarantee that the Simon situation was going to be a part of it. But I just don't understand how Portia could be on the show and that not be a part of the show. Will they just sort of like, oh, I have a new fiance? You met him last season and he was someone else's husband? I need sound effects. I don't know how that will even make any sort of sense. But based on what we're hearing, it's going to be the same cast, but maybe trickling in some of our favorite people. Maybe. That's not a guarantee. I even saw someone posted on social media that what's her name? Snow from the original season. I forgot her name, her first name. Her last name was Snow. And she was one of the originals. I heard people are sharing on social media that they've asked her to come back for season 14. Look, I love Candy. I love Cynthia. A lot of people call them boring, whatever you want to be. I don't know if you want to add, yes, Deshawn Snow. Deshawn wasn't that interesting. She was a great housewife because she had the money, she had the life. Thank you guys. Everyone's in the chat. Thank you. I don't know if we need another, okay addition like Deshawn Snow. Oh, someone's saying that it was a joke. Charade me, please. Well, I hope it was a joke because we do not need Deshawn Snow back on the show. We don't need that. My thing is, if you're going to bring anyone back, it needs to be a charade. I'm on the fence about Phaedra. And a lot of people are saying if Phaedra comes back, Candy definitely probably won't come back. I don't know about that. Yes, Beaumont says Deshawn is divorced now. But I'm kind of interested to see what life Deshawn is living right now. I'm kind of interested. Okay. All right. I'm going to drop the link in a second, but there's a little bit more. So again, according to Tamara Tattles, the source is saying that nothing about Portia, Dennis, Simon, Falynn will be brought on the show unless prompted. It doesn't seem like, at least at this point, they are going there. That is where they need to go, of course. That is the only thing that is being discussed in the off season. As we are literally live talking about the Simon situation. I just don't see how. I mean, I can see it, but then I can't see it. Like, how are you going to have the show and not address this? So what is Portia's storyline going to be next season? Can someone tell me in the comments, what will Portia's storyline be next season? I wonder what everyone's storyline will be next season. Can we play a game? Let's play a game. Let's guess everyone's storyline next season. And I'm going to have you guys call it. And that's the first question I want you to answer for me. Hold on. Let me just. We have over 500 and something people in the chat. Like this video, haven't liked it already. Don't forget, a new episode of my podcast, Kempire Radio, came out on Friday, where we talk in an uncensored way about some of your favorite hot topics. I didn't expect to go live on a Sunday evening, but remember, we used to do it right after Atlanta. Remember? It's like a reunion. All right, guess not. Whatever. Let me drop this link for you guys. Thanks for the reminder. Well, according to Femtaro, Kenya's storyline will be a pregnancy with a baby boy with Mark and a reconciliation with her husband. And based on what we've been seeing, it seems as if Kenya and Mark have been, around each other. As I said before, if you're calling in, I want to hear what your prediction will be for the storylines for next season. We have over 500 people in the chat. Like this video, haven't liked it already. And as always, we have cited our sources. Exclusively, Tamara Tattles is reporting that contracts are going out this week. Not everyone is guaranteed a spot. I don't think we will officially know who will be filming until they start filming. All right, I'm gonna let me get some people backstage. Hold on, you guys are quick with the clicking. I appreciate it. Kimberly, what's going on?
How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm good.
What are your thoughts on this whole situation? Have you thought about the storylines for next season?
I don't know. I don't know what none of their storylines would be. Seems like we probably ran through each storyline over and over again. But I still would like to see Kenya because she is interesting. She is entertaining, and she'll always stir up something. So I'm here for Kenya coming back. I believe Candy should come back only for the fact is not that she has a great story. I think her storyline is pretty much done. She's married. Her daughter's in college. No one really cares about anything else about her. But Candy, one thing about Candy is she's a better bone collector than anybody else on the show because she doesn't backpedal. If she tells somebody something and they call them out, she's not going to sit there and let them lie about what they said. Now, she does do that, which is the only good thing about Candy. When she tells stuff, she gets the story right, and she doesn't let the people backpedal when they try to change it. Well, that's not what I said, or I didn't say it. She'll call them out. So that's what I do like Candy for. She's only really, truly, she's honest. She may omit things, but she doesn't lie about things. So that, I think Candy needs to stay for that one reason only. And I don't think Falynn's going to be back because I don't think they're going to bring her back because they're not going to upset Portia, and which is sad because they should bring her on, not as a peach holder. I don't think she's earned that, but she should come back as a friend. She could be Kenya's friend. She could be Candy's friend. I'd rather her come on as Candy's friend than Kenya's friend because she comes on as Kenya's friend. People automatically are going to turn on her just because people love to hate Kenya. But I think if she comes as Candy's friend, she'll have a better opportunity, and I think that will work better. Because I think she should have a right to say something to Portia. And they keep saying this season's ratings were low, but be real. The ratings have been dipping since the season where Portia and Phaedra started that lie about Candy. Ever since then, every season, the ratings have been dipping. And they keep saying Portia's the show. She's going to be the end of the show because they let her get away with so much stuff. And Portia fans, please don't say I'm jealous because I'm not. Wrong is wrong because that's the only thing they say. They never say you're wrong about anything you say about Portia. You're just jealous or you're just hating. But they can never say, oh, Portia didn't do that. Portia would never do that because they know she would. They don't have no rebuttal or no kind of excuse for anything. It's just, oh, you're hating or you're jealous. No, she's just wrong. And that's why I'm saying she's just wrong. And that's why I believe the ratings are dropping. And as far as Simon's receipts, that is the saddest receipts I've ever seen in my life.
Kimberly, in all fairness, I just think he's starting slow. Remember, this interview is coming out on Thursday. I think
I believe he's slow. I'm going to agree with you. He's slow.
You know, I didn't say he was slow.
It's just too much. And then it's just like you're You are already settled your divorce. It's supposed to be final in November. So you claim you're not going back. You're engaged to another woman. You're moving on with your life. Why are you so worried about what this woman is doing? Who cares? You done said that she's on drugs, she's cheated. Like, Portia, might want to worry about why this man is always in this lady's business. She hasn't even said anything. At least let her speak before you start saying something about her. At least let her speak.
Point. Very good point. It says to me, though, that there's either a guilty conscience or he's afraid of what she might say.
And that's true, too. So he's just trying to make her seem like she's the wrong one. So people will just jump on that and be like, oh, yeah, she's wrong, and won't even listen to her side of the story. But that's the receipts you put out. 2 people walking. I don't know if that's rain or snow. One's going one direction, one's going to the other direction. I mean, that didn't make no sense. That didn't look like nothing. And then a picture of him sitting in a car. Wasn't he supposed to be both of their employees? So shouldn't he have access to their home?
He literally went on trips with them.
So I don't understand you putting something in a car. And I don't understand when he did that first interview and he was doing that crying on Instagram before he even said he was engaged to Portia. And he was doing all that crying saying that Falynn cheated and she was on drugs and this. Why didn't he say, and she's pregnant? You don't care about this woman. If you could say this woman's on drugs, you could say she's pregnant because being pregnant is a lot better than being on drugs. So if you're going to throw her out and put her reputation out that she uses drugs, you would have said she was pregnant too. It doesn't make no sense.
Yeah. Kimberly, as always, I appreciate you calling in and sharing your thoughts.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to bring up a couple of other people. I see a lot of people in the chat. Lord have mercy. Mania, I'm going to bring you up. Hi.
Hey, Kempire. How are you doing today?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing good. I actually discovered you on TikTok, so now you're on YouTube. So I'm like, let me start joining this in.
I appreciate it. Shout out to my TikTok fam. TikTok, head on over to Kempire Daily on YouTube like Mania. Mania, what are your thoughts on, first of all, the Real Housewives of casting news and the Simon's receipts on Falynn?
I'm sorry, but it's BS. I'm totally convinced this is just a storyline. And I don't want to believe it. I love Portia, but after she did that to them, terrible. She's terrible. And I really think, like, it's so weird, this whole situation. It's just so weird, like, the way it came up and the way that they're not sneakily, but, like, strategically putting out these receipts every time something gets posted. I'm like, this is weird. This is awkward.
And you are a Portia fan.
Yes, definitely. I love Portia. Me and her birthdays are same birthday. So I'm like, I love her. This is my Cancer sister. She's terrible, though. I can't do it. Terrible. I couldn't follow her. I was like, oh, my gosh, I can't do this.
Mania says she's terrible, though. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What are your thoughts on the whole cast possible shakeup of the Real Housewives of Atlanta next season?
I am so ready for a shakeup. I'm so excited that they finally decided they're going to try to do younger people. But honestly, I during quarantine actually binged all 12 seasons of Atlanta because I've never seen Atlanta before. I binged all 12 seasons, and I was like, I really enjoyed the earlier seasons with like Sheree, Cynthia, even Kim and Phaedra. I enjoyed that. So if they want to go back to that, I love it. If you like it, I love it.
No, that's right. Mania, any other thoughts? We have quite a few people in the backstage waiting to get on.
Nope, that's it. Just thanks for the opportunity. You guys have a great night.
You too. Thank you. All right. Sparkle, do you want to call on up? Hey.
What's going on, darling? I am here. The mother is here.
Sparkle, what are your thoughts on, first of all, this Falynn information that Simon just dropped and the cast possible shakeup at Atlanta?
Child, the depression is at an all-time high, okay? These house things of Atlanta and their weird husbands. Let's not talk about it, honey, because a few have been in my sheets. Now, that Simon and Theodore and Alvin and Chipmunks, please stop it, okay? Because we ain't got time for it. And Wendy Williams, you need to mind your business because, honey, you was the housemaid to Miss Sharina Hudson. So why are you talking about Simon, honey? Turn that mirror around, okay? Thank you. Because I've been told you to tea on Kevin. Now. And this house shakeup, yes, they need to bring the real queen back. Bloop, bloop. Miss Nene Leakes, Miss Lisa, Sheree, Phaedra, Kim. Yes, we need the old cast back.
You want the entire old cast to come back?
Yes. Yes, honey, and bring in Belly in so we can get the real tea, darling. What's really going on?
Oh Lord, Sparkle, thank you so much for calling in. I want to get to a few other callers. I appreciate you.
All right. Yes, definitely.
All right, hold on. Wow, you guys really have some thoughts tonight. Hold on. Let me bring up some familiar faces. Hold on, that way, because you guys work well together. I'm gonna bring up some familiar faces. Just make sure your mics are muted when everyone's speaking. We will start with Underground Railroad rep.
Let me sip some tea, like you. First,
Miriam, thought.
when was Mr. Lyman, like Shantae calls him, quiet? During his live produced by Portia Williams.
Oh, not produced by Portia.
Ground Road Productions.
Oh, not Wrong Road Production. You're on fire right now. What's going on?
Oh, yeah. What he is doing, he is trying to get ahead. This is what a gaslighter does. We've been through 4 years of an administration that used to get ahead of the truth coming out, shaping a lie, putting the lie ahead of the real deal, of the real story, of the real scandal. So this is exactly what they are doing. And funny enough, at least he still calls Falynn, oh my God. Falynn, like she is wife. She is still his wife. So there you go, girl. Seriously, he's pointing at her with 4 fingers back at him. They need to stop. And I am telling you right now, if Bravo will bring Portia and not address this situation in the housewives capacity, that will be the kiss of death, because I am not gonna watch it. I'm already like, I'm not even excited about Beverly Hills because they're not really addressing Erica. They show her lavish life being shady, but then again, the ratings were going down, like Kimberly said from long time ago. Kimberly or the other caller.
Kimberly.
So this is the thing. Like they can blame on the woman, but then they don't blame their cheap production. Is this Underground Railroad production now taking over Housewives? Because this is what it seems. They are deflecting. They're trying to get ahead of the interview. They're going crazy with the interview. And I think they are instigating bloggers to go against Up and Adam. I wouldn't be surprised if Portia doesn't give that blogger an interview.
Oh, shut up. Miriam, shut up. Miriam, take a break. Wait. Miriam, hold that thought. Remind me, we're gonna go back there. Hold that thought.
Oh, you know something. I'm really just speculating. I know nothing.
I know you're speculating, but I find you always have very good speculation, because I'm like, oh. And if that prediction comes true, y'all heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
St. J, thoughts on Miriam's speculation?
I love when Miriam starts first, because I love what she does with the topic. Like, I love just following her thought process. It's always a good time. Okay. Simon is very much so clearly still in love with Falynn.
Ooh.
And he's also the only one that's been like publicly doing stuff. Falynn's pretty much been in hiding outside of doing an interview and releasing a trailer for the interview a couple of days ago. Simon has had free reign for a month now. He's crying on live. He's engaged. He's dancing. He's this, he's that. He's on vacation with his fiance. So I'm confused, because if he's moved on, he should be moved on.
Or maybe he's scared of what she's going to say in this interview.
Which means she has some truths to say. Because either he's not moved on, or he's worried about the truth getting out. Either way, it doesn't look good. And if I was Portia, I'd be side-eyeing why my fiance is still trying to argue with his wife in public after they worked out their settlement for the divorce.
Shantae, thoughts? Oh wait, before you say anything, Shantae, Dana, thank you so much for the super chat. This is all a scheme that Todd set up to come to Todd set up to come to us with the bull. Why, Dana?
Messy Marvin.
Todd into this. Shantae, why you always sound like you on the go?
I don't know. My window's open. My bad.
I'm like, Shantae's always out and about doing something. Shantae, okay.
No, I'm in the house. My window's open.
Okay. What are your thoughts on this news?
I'm at home.
Oh, Shantae, what are your thoughts on this?
First of all, it makes zero sense that they're not going to address the whole engagement in any capacity. That's like a bait and switch. Like you want us to watch and not give us no juicy stuff. Like it's like giving a dog a dry bone with no meat. Like why would you do that? And then on top of that, I think with Falynn doing this interview, and she's doing it on Thursday. Coming on. Hello?
Yeah. Are you done?
Okay. So yeah, with Falynn doing this interview, it's like Simon is just doing nothing but playing all these social media games. And he was doing that before we even knew Falynn was going to do an interview. So that you can't tell me that they're not just conjuring all this up for the upcoming season. That has to be just an unconfirmed rumor. I don't believe that.
Tawanda, Don, what are your thoughts on this? Wait, before I go, Shantae, what are your thoughts on the cast shakeups that they're talking about? It's not really a shakeup, it doesn't seem.
Right. I mean, like I said, look, Toya and Drew, I can't even believe they'd still be up for even semi-consideration. Because like I said, they'll bring somebody on for 1 or 2 seasons and they don't work out. It's like there's just been this boring revolving door of people that probably never should have made it onto the show in the first place. We just need to bring back Sheree. You know Kenya's staying. There's no way with all this bombshell that just dropped, she's not. They already know. They're invested with her beef with Portia and being shady and then going back and forth. So that's a given. But I don't think that's a huge shakeup, really, personally.
And like backtracking to what you said about how could they have this new season without talking about this Portia situation? You know Kenya's going to want to bring it up in some capacity.
Absolutely. Now, somebody in the chat did say that legally, because the divorce hasn't gone through yet, maybe they can't talk about it, which that does make a little sense.
Yeah, but she's talking, Fallon's talking this Thursday on Up and Adam's channel.
Right.
We thought she had a gag order, but apparently not.
Right. Apparently not. So, you know, I just, like I said, that has to be just a silly rumor.
Yeah, I think we're going to hear something in regards to this relationship.
We're going to hear a lot. That's going to be Portia's whole arc and storyline for the season.
Well, I'm happy for her because she didn't have one last season besides Bolo. And apparently Bravo feels like the Bolo situation was not a good thing. I thought it was the best thing.
Right. And of course, Tanya's born behind ain't coming back. She didn't fit. So
she left. She upped and left and sent them an email, said, I ain't coming back. Twan the Don, what are your thoughts on these hot topics?
All right. Good evening, everyone. I just want to say, starting off, Miriam, you had me cracking up this whole entire time. Oh, God. I would say, I know this is a big scheme. I do have a strong feeling. I'm a Pisces. I'm somewhat connected to, the psychic world. Don't judge me, everybody, but
we're judging you.
I feel something.
We have Fem Tara on the channel all the time. We believe in psychics. She's my source.
Yeah. Like, I really do think this is a big scheme of thing. And just like I think Shantae said, Portia's running the show. She's like cracking the whip on everybody. Shut your mouth, say only this and do only this. Simon, hand over your passwords. I'm going to be dropping all this because I feel like Portia's right on it. Because, I mean, I'm not saying guys can't be messy because guys tend to be a little bit more messier than women. I've seen it firsthand at jobs that I've had in the past. So I do know. I feel like Portia is probably running this on it, and she's almost treating it like it's the circle. She's like a catfish. She's using his profile and just putting out all this stuff. Cause she probably the one reviewing the tape. Like, baby, look at this. Let's get her on this. Let's pretend. Because I do think they may have been just really close friends. He could be a good Judy of Fallon's, to be honest. I feel something, but I just can't really put it into words right now.
Wait. Rewind. He could be a what?
I'm talking about Fallon little boy toy that they keep trying to say.
Jalen Banks.
Jalen. That could be her. That could be a little good Judy of hers. It could be.
Doing? Okay, for those that aren't familiar with that terminology, what is a good Judy?
A good Judy is a female gay best friend in a sense, or a good gay friend.
All right. I just wanted to clarify for those that didn't understand where you were going.
Isn't it a gusband?
A gusband? Well, it could be. There's a lot of terms.
I didn't actually call somebody gusband at work.
Right. Real quick though, good Judy stems from Judy Garland, who was a gay icon. So
come through with the history, Shantae.
It is because I'll tell you something. It's a better flip on the old term, which used to quote unquote, pardon my French, used to be fag hag or a hag, which they would call us ladies who had gay male best friends or gay male pals.
Yeah.
So now the term is good Judy, just like friend of Dorothy is what they used to describe a gay man.
I didn't know that one. Damn, y'all teaching me stuff.
Look, I'm a Gen Xer. I don't mess with a lot of post Gen X gays, but I do know that. So.
Oh. All right. I want to go back to Miriam because Miriam brought up some really interesting speculation that I want to examine. So Miriam, okay. So can you elaborate on your speculation?
I just feel like this is a smear campaign. It sounds too familiar. Like for what a 101 course in smear campaign is. They go ahead of the scoop. When they know something is about to come out, they start dripping, and he is dripping. What type of receipts are those? Like, honestly, like he is the one who needs to go away and lay low. You proposed to someone who supposedly you're in love with only for a month, but within that span of month, you were still married, like trying to make it work with this woman. And the timeline is not adding up. I just feel like it's like Portia, she has kind of, the network don't want her to crumble yet. Not because they have her back, but because they have plans that she is part of. So they already are planning like the 3-part commercial.
Yeah.
You know, that
I have to literally make sure I pay attention to my words when I talk about this 3-part miniseries or whatever they're calling it, because it sticks in my brain about the commercial part, and I don't want to be shady.
Yeah, she's doing a commercial of what's come ahead in her life. The point is they're trying to get ahead, and I feel like the attack on Adam, it's not innocent. Like, I'm not saying the blogger per se, but maybe, I don't know, there are indirectly, sometimes they skew people, or at least people who are prone to or inclined to.
So you're saying that you believe that this whole situation, because we did a whole video talking about Up and Adam and an online battle between Up and Adam's partner and Chris Bassett from the Real Housewives of Potomac. Yeah. And of course, there's been other things online in regards to attacking Adam and this exclusive interview. So you're alluding that you feel that this is strategic from the Gobadia Williams camp.
Yes. Is she because the attack of Chris came out of nowhere. There was they were no part of it. They're not even part of the franchise. But it seems like it's like a coordinated effort from Underground Railroad Productions to, I don't want to name her, because like I'm sick and tired of her shenanigans, to be honest. I don't think she's adding anything anymore. The more she goes away from being funny and silly, the worse it gets. And I feel like she has a lot to do with the franchise going down as well, because it all started, like Kimberly said, when they did that, the unthinkable, and they talked about Candy. And, it's like it never stops. Even like the smear campaign against Candy doesn't stop. Nene, in her interview with Jason Lee, I forgot to mention that this afternoon, she is connecting Candy with T.I. and Tiny. She's doing the same thing that everybody was doing under the comments, and that is not innocent. That is innocent. So they need just to stop. These housewives, they have to go back to what we love them for. Stop destroying people's lives. And I even was questioned when I was defending Adam. They somehow brought up Portia, that I think that Portia, she destroyed the marriage. I don't believe home wreckers exist. I feel like this term is the biggest myth. If there is a crack in the marriage and someone is willing to get in or is being invited, then it will happen. If the bones are good, nothing is going to happen there. No. So I am not blaming her for the demise of the marriage, but Lyman's history, his lemonade history, speaks for itself. She's going to be, if she goes down the aisle, wife number what? We lost count.
4.
So who is 4 that we know of? We don't know how many wives he has in Africa.
You know what, Miriam, Miriam, stay on the line. I just want to. We have quite a few phone callers, so everyone stay on the line. We have a few calls. I just want to pick up. Hold on one second, y'all. Melinda, thank you so much for the super chat. Keep acting like y'all don't know Simon is just a storyline. Speaking of Melinda, I see you're backstage. I'm going to bring you up. Hold on. What's going on, Melinda? You're muted. Whoop.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay. So I know you were asking what everybody's prediction was for this upcoming season. First of all, I think perfect timing for Portia to try to date Simon. Like, come on. It's like, he's not even that good looking, which he doesn't have to be that good looking because apparently he has some money.
Allegedly.
But Portia has her own money, so it's not like she's going to be dating somebody for money anyways. And her baby daddy has money, so it's not like she's looking for a check. So I don't know why she's like into him. And then I feel like that's just securing her storyline, because what a coincidence that they announced they've been dating for a month and engaged 2 months before they start filming.
I mean, it is very interesting timing, and a lot of these shenanigans that are happening right now, it does make it seem as if it's just a storyline.
It does. But if it's not a storyline, kudos to her, because, you hump what you want to hump. But it's like, it's weird to me. And then the other ladies, I think Drew wasn't boring, but I want to see more.
Okay.
Why is that? No, she wasn't exciting. She wasn't exciting, but she wasn't too boring. I want to see more, but at the same time, it's like she's a really good movie that you fall asleep watching. Like, where it's like, it was good enough for you to try to rewind a few times. So, like, you go through it a couple of times to watch it because you want to see it.
Wait, do you want to see Drew more because you want to see Ralph more?
Ralph ain't cute.
Oh, damn. You are very picky, Melinda. Any other thoughts? We have a long line of people calling in.
I know. Just let me know when I need to get off the line. And then LaToya, I feel like LaToya tried way too hard to get on to the show. I feel like she had what it takes until she started throwing jabs where it didn't need to be thrown.
And where was that?
That was attacking people's marriages in the middle of arguments where the other people weren't even involved. She got into an argument with what's her face? She got into Simon's girl. Simon's ex.
Falynn.
She got into an argument with Falynn, and then Drew tried to like defend her, but then she brought up Drew's husband's broke. It's like, well, how does that even come into the mix? And then going over to Falynn's house and then dragging Falynn's like husband and saying Falynn had 5 kids and that she was like a broke bitch before she met her husband. That doesn't even, I don't know how it got in, but what made me laugh was how she laughed in Kenya's face and how Kenya thought they had like this weird relationship building. So she had some potential there with that, but then it's like she fell flat at the reunion again.
Well, you're probably happy to hear it's more than likely that LaToya won't be coming back.
Thank God.
Now, thank you so much for calling in, Melinda. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right. Let me see. Shalia? I know that name. You call Shalia before I bring you up. Hold on one second. Let me just, because I don't want to lose the super chat. St. J, I saw you sent the super chat, and for some reason it did not come in on the StreamYard. But thank you so much, St. J, for the super chat. Robin, thank you again for the super chat. Robin says, I find it interesting none of Simon's ex-wives won't say a word to bloggers, and they have all been trying for interviews. Not me. Look, not me. Shalia, I'm going to bring you up.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes. How are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm great. A little tired because it's been a long day, but what are your thoughts on this news about the RHOA shakeup and, of course, Simon releasing his receipts?
You know, I was really looking forward to a major shakeup with the cast. It has grown quite boring to me sometimes, and I do think that there are some people who could still stay, but I feel like out of the hundreds and thousands of people that live in the Atlanta metro area, you can find some more interesting people. And I do feel like if they're not going to include this Portia and Simon storyline, then honestly, like Miriam said, that's the kiss of death for the show. There's no point of bringing it back because that's what everyone is looking for. So if you're not going to include it, then what's the point?
Yeah.
I do feel like Portia needs to watch her back. I saw someone commented, Portia, you better watch that Simon man or something like that. You better run from Simon. That's what I saw. And I'm like, girl, you get him how you lose him how you got him, girl. You better watch out because that man, he screams controlling. You see how he's treating Falynn right now. So I can only imagine what he's going to do to Portia if he gets upset with her. And my sweetheart Portia does not have the best taste in men, it looks like. So I just need her to do a little bit better. Maybe she just needs to take some time for herself because right now it's not working for her. I was hoping LaToya could possibly get a chance to come back because she was messy last season, but hopefully she could turn a new leaf this season. I can do with or without Drew. Cynthia's getting kind of older to me.
Oh, come on.
She is. She's married. Let that girl live her married happy life. And she doesn't have much to offer. Their kids is out of the house. Like, it's really no point. And I would like to see Sheree come back, but honestly, besides being a bone collector, what else can Sheree bring to the table?
Prison Bay's out of jail.
That's right. Okay, she can come back now. Candy, same thing with Candy. I don't think Candy really needs to come back either. She's doing all this other stuff now. She needs to focus on the restaurants, making sure that they're all up to date on their health violations and things. And it's just a lot going on. So I hope that they do something, because if they don't give us the storyline that we're looking for with Portia and Simon, then that's going to be the end of Atlanta, I feel like. So I don't know.
Shalia, thank you so much for calling in and sharing your thoughts.
Thank you.
All right. First of all, hold on. I do not want to butcher your name. Can I just call you Miss Christina, please? Thank you so much for the super chat. Christina says, Shade Room posted Jalen's response about Simon's accusation of Falynn with him. He denies being in a romantic relationship with Falynn. You must have just joined us. We literally went to the Shade Room's Instagram here on live and looked at Jalen's response. I'm excited about Up and Adam's interview with Falynn this Thursday. If you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe to my boy Up and Adam. I'm excited for this interview. I'm excited because we're going to break it. I told y'all we're going to read body language. You're going to be looking at her face when she cries. All of this. We're also going to be reading Up and Adam's body language too. Like if he believes the bull. Just kidding. I'm just playing. Makia, thank you so much for the super chat. Makia says, it's not Drew that they want. It's Ralph. Him cheating with a storyline in an upcoming season. Mark my words. I don't know. I honestly don't think that Ralph is a cheater. I do think Ralph is shady and controlling. I don't think he's a cheater. Not that I know. Look, not that I know. All right. Hold on. Let me bring up some familiar faces. Hold on. All right. Let's round out this conversation because we've been on live for over an hour.
Wow.
Where does the time go? Just to remind everybody what we were reporting on. First of all, we have over 600 and something people in the chat. Please like this video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. It's a growing Kempire community. Miriam with the heart. And we appreciate you guys. Don't forget you're getting daily and consistent hot topics here on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. We're also live on Facebook, Kempire Daily, the Kempire, and Kempire Radio Network. And speaking of Kempire Radio Network, don't forget you get an unfiltered version of hot topics on my podcast, Kempire Radio, which is available at kempireradio.com or any of your favorite podcast platforms. All right. Let's round this out. I'm going to start with Shantae. Shantae, you've heard everyone's viewpoints on this hot topic. I'm not sure what this new season is sounding like. Based on Tamara Tattle's sources, it sounds as if we're going to have another dry season.
Right. Even though Tamara Tattle's can be accurate, she has been wrong before.
But let me just defend Tamara. Not that I know her. Not that I know her. Some of the information, like what we would see at the reunion or, these contracts, sometimes it's just based off of people making certain decisions. So that will change the narrative altogether. As someone gets back a pickup and it's not exactly what they want, they could be like, no, this is what we saw with Nene. She was literally outside Lenithia Lounge negotiating her contract and they were going on their trip to South Carolina. So a lot of the times it can sort of be because of stuff like that. Not that I need to defend Tamara Tattles, but just saying.
Right.
Any other thoughts, Shantae?
Oh, so yeah. I don't know. I mean, if they're going to start filming this week, which they usually always drop some tea about what happened during filming when something happened on a specific day. So I know we're going to get a little bit of that. Mm-hmm. And so maybe some more of that news that gets leaked will kind of tell us whether or not they really will infuse this, whole Lyman and Portia.
Not Lyman.
Yes, Lyman. Lyman Nobadia.
Whoa, no, not Lyman Nobadia.
Yes, Lyman Nobadia. Okay. I just, like I said, I just don't believe that that's not going to be a part of it this season. It makes zero sense. So until I see it, I won't believe it.
Shout out to Darren. Jasmine Brand's another reliable source, and we use them often. And as always, we cite our sources here on the channel. So our sources will be available in the description of this video. Any other thoughts, Shantae, before I let you go?
That's it.
Thank you so much for joining us at this last minute live, Shantae. All right. Twan the Don, new moderator.
Hello. All right. So
before you start, let me pay attention to these super chats. When people throw money at me, what's going on? Here we go. Apollo, thank you so much for another super chat. She says this, what if Falynn is pregnant with Simon's baby? Is he going to leave Portia? You really want to make this messy. Kishma, thank you so much for the super chat. Hi, Kempire, new to your channel. I'm loving your show. Thank you so much. I love hearing that. That never gets old to me. That never gets old to me when I hear people say that. I appreciate that. I'm trying to be myself. All right, Twan the Don, thoughts on all of this news?
All right, so Simone and his messy self. I'm not calling him Simon. It's Simone because he's giving me very much messy girl vibes. I think Simone is ready for the spotlight, and I hope she brings it. Um, I think Sheree. I've always had mixed feelings about Sheree coming back to the show due to the fact that I felt like she was a poor representation of a black woman who got money and just recklessly spent it without even a care for her own children at the moment. So I hope she don't bring that back to the show because all
Oh
that
my
money.
God,
I mean,
what?
remember that Aston Martin? She went to go lease a Aston Martin just for a race, reckless with money, right? And then the car was repossessed. She didn't even give it back. It was repossessed. Like, why waste your money? All for a show. Like Sheree has shown me that she's willing to do any and everything and spend all her money just for a storyline that is just made up and put together very poorly. The cash shakeup, I really honestly, my theory I really think Bravo will benefit from this. These ladies have been on for quite some time, minus Drew. I think what they need to do is have each and last one of them bring in a female that they think could be like their successor,
Okay.
new faces, introduce them as like the first episode, who they are and everything, to have them pretty much fade them all out. Mainly because I think we do really need a whole fresh cast. I'm tired of seeing some of this. Like, I mean, I love my Kenya, I love my Candy, but I do think they have been there long enough, and I'm really proud of Candy for getting another spinoff. Because that businesswoman right there had literally always made sure she secured that bag. So, other than that, I really hope and pray that we don't lose the show entirely because I really, honestly, good or bad, slow or fast, I really still love the show and I'm going to support it because they show us a different side of being a woman that we probably have not gotten a chance to see in our real life. And I really appreciate them.
Twana Don, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts.
No problem. Y'all have a blessed night.
You too. I mean, that's some interesting things to think about. One of the things I will say, Bravo is not brave enough to get rid of all of the housewives. I do think Twana Don's idea about bringing on friend ofs and the friend ofs replacing them, I think that's an interesting move. Cold-blooded, but an interesting move. Last minute thoughts, Miriam, on this situation. I mean, AKA Underground Railroad rep.
I love your show, Kempire.
Oh, you're just saying that.
I really do. Oh, really? Not that I call in every time. Not that I changed my Costco time for you.
No.
You know that's true. Anyhow, I'm just going to say that I have reliable sources. I just made it up. That the Underground Railroad productions are on full force on the smear campaign, and their star publicist is Lyman. So we
Lyman Nobadia.
A lot of Lyman Nobadia. He's a Nobadia.
That has sent me to a whole new level.
He needs a peach. He needs a peach. And I love Twan the Don, but like, let's stop feminizing when men they act foolishly, because that's people when they're messy, they're messy. There's no gender in that. I know it's a learning curve. Usually we do that, but when men are messy, they're messy. Messy is messy. Doesn't matter how. And it's just like they are trying to portray Falynn as this cheater, as if like just to justify their relationship. That is like bottom line. This is what they want. Oh, but she's cheating. Oh, but she did. But she did. Okay. So if you think what she did is wrong, why did you do the same? So even if that's true, for me, it's irrelevant, because even if she was in a relationship, she's not boasting the relationship, saying we fell in love and posted that picture and all is good in the love and romance. She didn't do that. At least she was decent. And they were not. And I read some comments saying, oh, Falynn is embarrassed. Yeah, anybody with an ounce of decency would be embarrassed by this situation, even if she doesn't love Lyman, even if she was the worst wife. She was publicly humiliated, dragged to the mud, and misplaced by Portia. He really wanted to be on the show. When she didn't, the timeline goes with this. And this is more than a speculation. Really, like I'm looking at the timeline. He was married to her thinking she was going to be portrayed in the show. When the show aired, she wasn't portrayed. Then his eyes started wandering around. And this is why I will repeat this term home wreckers. Yes, there are women that go after married men, aka like Portia did. But unless the man is willing, unless the no, he's married. I'm not, this is not even alleged. He's still married till November, right? Exactly. So unless the man is willing, nothing will happen. So many women go after married men and they don't entertain. This guy is an entertainer. And it is what it is. I don't know. This is too messy. I can't wait. I cleared my schedule. I hope your breakdown of Adam's interview is after 5.
Oh no, it will be. It will be.
Yeah.
I don't, first of all, I don't know when the interview is dropping. I know you guys think I have inside sources, but I'm not sure if they even know when this interview is going to drop. I know it's dropping June 10th. I mean, I would love it if it dropped early. Wink, wink. Because I need to really break it down. No, more than likely it will probably be definitely in the evening so everyone can watch. But like I said, I think a lot more is going to be coming out. I do believe that Simon's going to be dropping more receipts. You heard it here first. You heard it here.
But have a private viewing of the interview. This
I know.
more
Look,
time to study and come up with, stuff.
You hear that, Adam? Okay.
Yeah.
Miriam, any other thoughts before I let you go?
I love your channel.
No, now I'm not believing you.
Come on.
Just the way that you're saying it. Thank you so much, Miriam.
I really do. Bye.
Bye. All right. Last but not least, AJ, last minute thoughts on this whole cast changes and contracts going out this week. And of course, Simon Gobadia's receipts.
Okay. So Kenya and Portia, sure. I feel like it's hard. It's hard to watch a show when there's so much going on playing out publicly and they're not addressing it on the show. So I think that that's going to immediately put a disconnect in for the viewers. Like, if everything we see is Portia and Simon and Falynn, and then we get a show and it's about how Portia's rug in front of her house is too small for the door, like, it's just going to be weird. Like, we need to see that story play out. I do think it's time for Cynthia to go.
Oh, dang.
I really was just talking to one of my friends about that, and I was like, she got married, she got divorced, she got married again. I think that that's the perfect send-off place. But to that argument, then Candy's send-off probably should have been after she had Blaze.
Good point.
So, But also, no more Shmia. I really feel like we don't need any more Shmia.
Not even as a friend of.
No, because I like the concept of bringing someone as a friend of and then their housewife next. So I think we should get rid of Shmia so we can bring in somebody new.
Okay.
That has their own stuff going on.
I agree with you. Look, especially
Simon, I think that Simon is still in love with Falynn, or Simon has too many strong feelings for Falynn to where I wouldn't be comfortable being in a relationship with Simon. Like, he has to work that out one way or another. And yeah, I'm glad someone finally just came out and said that what I've been thinking about Jalen and how I don't see it. I'm glad someone just said it because I didn't want to be the one to bite the bullet.
And I'll drop this tea just because I know you guys don't have time to watch everything. When Up and Adam dropped by Tasha K, and he was asked questions about the Jalen situation, I kind of got that vibe based off of Up and Adam's response.
I did too. That was kind of what I was taking away from that. Like, no, of course she's not with him. Duh.
How you doing?
Yes, that was so. Yeah. And I guess I will conclude with this since my audio wasn't working earlier. I think it's really low down and dirty for Nene to say that she doesn't think Marlo should get a peach. Do I agree that we've already seen Marlo work for whatever she works for and do whatever she does? Yes. But if that's your friend, then if she wants a peach, I mean, what difference does it make to you? You're never getting back on the show.
That's the problem.
I know.
That's the problem. Nene. Say, Jay, thank you so much for calling in.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Tawana Don, thank you so much for the super chat. I would love to see a lesbian couple with a family, to be honest. I mean, I've heard that they're trying to lean in that direction in regards to, making a move into more of an LGBT, on the shows. Not sure about Atlanta. Atlanta would be perfect. I'm sure there's a fantastic lesbian couple that would love to be a part of the show. That would be interesting. Or a gay couple. Okay, look. All right, I'm going to take some other callers before we round out this live. If you're just tuning in, we have almost 600 people in the chat. Like this video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. Those that are on the line that I bring up, please keep it short and quick. Please. Last minute thoughts. Real Love, I'm going to bring you up. Hello, how are you? I'm well. How are you?
Can you hear me?
Yep. Can you hear me?
I'm doing pretty good. Yes, I can. I am a Portia fan, but I do not like what she has done. But I want to focus a little bit more on Simon. I know some people feel that Simon still has feelings for his wife. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say he has no feelings to anybody because he goes through women like underwear.
Oh.
He just switches them out. So Portia should be worried that because I don't think he has the capacity to love. He's just using these women and just using them. Also, she needs to pay attention to how dirty he gets. I think this is going to be a horrible lesson for her, as the other relationships that we've seen her deal with horrible situations. This is just going to be another one for it. The reason he's focused on Falynn is control. He wants to put the narrative out. She has the nerve to speak out, and now he's going back after her. I think she might have been a little bit trained in an aspect of not saying anything bad about him, and she probably got a little tired and stepping out. But I also suspect in his interview that she's not going to go in the way she should, the way he's going in. I think she's going to speak out, but she's going to play it safe to a certain extent. When she could do a whole much worse, she's going to probably wait a little bit longer down the line and probably just open up and tell the whole truth. That's what I suspect on her.
Okay.
I think he likes to control the narrative. He likes to control how he looks, how he puts it out there for the public. And right now, by her doing this interview, it just is ruining that for her and for him. That's what I suspect with him. I think this man is probably the last person anybody should get involved with. Those are just my thoughts.
And I appreciate them. They sound like a good speculation for me. Thank you.
Yeah, because I've been in a relationship, so I know his type.
Oh. All right. Well, thank you, Real Love, for calling in. All right, Candy, I'm going to bring you up. And this is not Candy Burris, y'all. Calm down. What's going on, Candy?
Hi. It's good.
How are you?
Good. So I wanted to backtrack a little bit to the Candace, Adam, Falynn thing.
Okay.
So I think Candace got out of pocket because she's jealous that Adam is giving Falynn the moment that she had wanted with her waterworks when she got dragged by Monique. So Adam is pulling out all the stops. He has this beautiful, studio built. Falyn's crying, and we're all sympathizing and empathizing with Falynn. Like, we are on her side. She's really this victim. And so she's getting the narrative that Candace always wanted. But we always called Candace a crybaby and to stop and you got dragged for a reason. So I think that might be in it. And then also, we can't forget, Candace had been exposed for her homophobic tweets that she did.
Yes.
And then she gave some very flat, I'm sorry, but she was never really held accountable. So I think Adam gets a pass for any light shade he may have thrown at her or not. I know if someone had a past of racist or sexist tweets, I might not be the nicest to that person either. So I think Candace needs to have several seats. I think it's a lot of jealousy because we're looking at Falynn in that sympathetic role, which is what Candace was striving for with all of her tears and tissues. I'm serious. When it comes to Simon is a scammer. And by a scammer, I mean he's using Portia for fame. And I don't think he's as rich as he says he is, because there's another blogger out there, I'm not going to say their name on your channel, who went through all of his businesses, and they're all either license revoked, not active, inactive. So he's not actually licensed to do business in the US. Like, all these fake oil companies aren't even real and active. So where is he getting his money from? Especially that he lives in the US. I know he's from Nigeria, but where is this 40 million and only 40 million to come from an oil company? That seems a little low to me.
Oh,
I'm serious. If you're this oil baron, you only got $40 million. I'm sorry. No, that's a CEO guy. I don't believe it. I think it's going to come out that he is super shady. I think Falynn figured out that he's a fraud. And a lot of her being silent is, I'm just going to watch what happens to you, Portia. I'm just going to watch what happens to you. And I think he's pulling a big scam.
Damn. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. First of all, if you follow some of these celebrities that you think have money, and then you find out later on, oh, they really didn't have that money, or they're having money trouble. A lot of these people that you swear have millions of dollars are doing well. And I'm sure a lot of people.
Girardis on Beverly Hills. The Girardis on Beverly Hills. That was a legal Ponzi scheme. Stealing from Paul to pay allegedly stealing from Paul to pay Peter, and we thought he was this big shot. He
also had a private plane.
Private plane, all that stuff. Well, I mean, we could all rent a private. There are ways to fake it. There are scammers, and this is all alleged. Again, no one come after me. I'm just a person. Alleged.
Me either.
I know, right? Alleged. But, scammers are out there. There are so many Ponzi schemes and pyramid schemes and all that stuff. So I think and then the biggest schemers who are narcissistic go on reality TV and they think they're not going to get caught. But then they all do. Look at the Judices in New Jersey. Or Jen Shaw right there. And it's ridiculous. So I think it's going to come out that Simon is not as rich as he proclaims to be. And he's running a big scam, and it's going to be really poor on Portia. And I think Portia is just using him because she thinks he's a come up, and he's using her for the press. When it comes to the girls on the show, I think we need to just wrap it up, let the show go, and do 2 different shows. I want to see one show on Bravo about Black generational wealth. I want to see a show with really rich girls, just super, super rich, that really aspirational life, what the housewives was supposed to be. And sure, they can have a side business, but I want them to still be ladies of leisures, ladies who lunch and just they're shopping and they're doing all the things that you dream about and fantasize about. I want that fantasy life back. And then I want another one of Black trust fund kids. I think that would be so much fun. Just watching them just have Black boy joy, Black girl magic, and just not a care in the world, and it's having fun. The shade is fun. The drama is fun. And it's real just opulence. That's what I really want to see, because I feel it's taken a turn to she's sleeping with his husband. This person's actually broke. This person is she sleeps with billionaires for all of her money. It's too dirty now. I want that back, that fun wealth, fun drama, fun shade, where it's enjoyable again. Like that's what I want. And I think we can just let the real, like we can just, Atlanta needs to go, OC needs to go, New York, Ebony is the only saving grace. And the other ones, Dallas, that can go to Beverly Hills. I love Kathy and I love Crystal. Oh, and I love Garcelle. Love Garcelle. But yeah, that's what I think.
And Candy, we love you. Thank you so much for calling in.
I love you too. Okay.
All right. I'm going to take one last caller. We had a long line of people tonight, and I appreciate you guys calling in and supporting the channel. We have almost 600 people in the chat. Like this video if you haven't liked it already. And if you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe. Queen, thank you so much for the super chat. Queen says this, scammer in the highest order. Preach, girl. All right. Nikki, I'm going to bring you up. Last minute thoughts, Nikki. Please make it quick. It's getting late. Nikki? Can't hear you, Nikki. Sorry. All right. I'm just going to sum this up. If you're just tuning in or if you're watching this afterwards, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. That way we're able to have a conversation, hopefully a peaceful conversation, an amicable conversation about these hot topics. If you want to see the sources, be sure to check out the description of this video to see what Tamara Tattles is saying about these contracts that are supposedly going out starting tomorrow. It doesn't look like everyone will be coming back, but in the highest of order, they are saying that definitely Portia, in regards to importance, will be coming back. Kenya, Drew, all right. But it's also between Cynthia and Candy, and that seems to be a big debate on whether or not both should come back. So we'll look. So we shall see. We shall see. I feel like more conversation is going to be had this week in regards to the Portia, Simon, Falynn situation. As I said to you before, Up and Adam has an exclusive interview with them on Thursday on his YouTube channel. Be sure to check out his YouTube channel and subscribe. Look, we're going to be breaking it down and following. I don't know what the receipts that Simon just Lyman, Nobadia. That was pretty catchy, y'all. That was pretty catchy. That was definitely pretty catchy. The receipts, I don't know if that's proof, but I feel like he's just playing with us. I think more proof is going to come out later this week. I just don't know. I don't know what level it could be. He's saying that she's pregnant, that she cheated. We are assuming that maybe he might be gay, but we don't know. He hasn't. He denies being in a relationship with her, according to his conversations with the Shade Room. Look, it is what it is. We will be following this story again. As I said before, we have over 500 something people in the chat. Like this video, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and look, stay locked. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on anything. Breaking news like tonight, when we upload, or when we go live for a live broadcast. Of course, tomorrow we will be doing a recap of Shahs of Sunset and Married to Medicine. I didn't get to watch it tonight because I decided to come live at the last minute. Anyways, thanks to my mods, thanks to everyone for the super chats, and thanks to everyone that called in. I apologize if I wasn't able to get to everyone's call. Look, StreamYard's a mess, especially when you have a lot of people calling in. But of course, as I said to you before, we will continue covering this story, and more will be coming out this week. I'm telling you, mark my words, more will be coming out this week. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a fantastic night. Again, thank you to all of my mods. I cannot do this without you guys. You guys are fantastic. You're holding it down. There's no way I could do it. I appreciate you guys. And we will be adding more mods. If you have interest in being a mod, let me know in the chat or the comment section. Doesn't mean you're automatically going to become one. It means that if I've seen you here consistently and you're here supporting, then we can probably consider you for a mod. But we are looking for more mods, especially for our comment section and of course for our live conversations. Again, thank you all for being here. Have a fantastic night.